a nixtamalization. Use a nixtamalization. It's a nixtamalization. They use a nixtamalization process that unlocks deeper flavor. Who doesn't like deeper flavor? The lights are on, the bar is set, and we are ready to look at this bottle. This is crazy. This has caught my eye for a long time. Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Welcome to another episode of One More Pour. I am your host, John Ferguson, the proprietor of the Teeqlife Media Group. What in the world are we talking, tasting, and trying all of that good stuff today? We are doing something that is a bit unusual, very different for the platform. It's a very different spirit. I'm talking about Nixta Licor de Elote. And people, this is the world's first premium liqueur made from ancestral corn. And not just any corn. We're talking about Cacua Leslintla. No, it's Cacua Leslintla. Well, regardless of how you say it, this is a varietal of ancestral corn that has been grown for over 4,000 years in the high valleys of Mexico. They use a nixtamalization process that unlocks deeper flavor. Who doesn't like deeper flavor? But hold up, we're not done. It also unlocks nutrition and aroma from that ancestral corn. We're going to be the judge of that because I really have. I've seen this on the shelves. I've seen a lot of talk about this, and I've really wanted to get my hands on it, and voila, here we go. Ask, you shall receive. Now, my friends, we're going to talk about this corn-shaped bottle in a little bit. I'm going to show you a little bit more on this. However, I really want to get to tasting because, like I said, I've been waiting for a long time. So let's do this. Put the hat to the back, and we're going to get down to business. So for people that are just learning about this platform, we do not try until the camera starts rolling. As you can see here, this is fully sealed. I've never tried this before, so we're going to do the grand unleashing. Look at this. And I'm going to use my championship grade Teeqlife certified approved tasting glass. We're going to put that right there. And it's a screw top, so we're going to put this back. And it's a liqueur. So I'm wondering if it's going to be sweet. A lot of liqueurs are sweet, but we'll see. Color. It is a glowing type of amber. You know, it looks very much like liquid gold in a glass. So, you know, I just got to go in for the aroma. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it looks kind of like a honey syrup or like, you know, honey water or something like that. Yes, I did a little bit of the nosing already. Now, this is 60 proof. I think that's, you know, maybe a little bit high for a liqueur. But aroma, what am I getting? Like, there's bursts of roasted corn. You know, it's reminding me, not like popcorn, but maybe more of like a roasted kettle corn or something like that. I'm picking up some sweet caramel, a little bit of vanilla honey. Oh, I got it. It's kind of like a toasted corn cereal, something like that. You know, back in the day when you're a kid, you wake up on a Saturday, you pour your, you know, big ass bowl of cereal. Well, that is kind of what I'm getting right now. Lastly, there's just a tad hint of some baking spices in there. So because I've been waiting so long, we are going to do 2, maybe 3 sips here. We're going to do the rating from 1 to 5, just like everything. So let's go into number 1. It's very rich. It does have a sweetness to it. I am getting, on that first taste, some of that roasted corn. And then I'm getting the sweetness, a creaminess. Then I'm getting corn once again. And I don't want to turn you off or anything like that. When I talk about corn, it's just a nice, mellow, rich sweetness going on. But I think we need to do number 2. Then we're really going to get into the depths of this glass. Number 2. Okay. got, there is a nice rich creaminess to that. I'm telling you right now. It's like a caramelized sugar going on. When I said about kettle corn, I don't think I'm too far off. I'm getting that roasted corn. I'm getting the sweetness. There's a creaminess. There's a hint of vanilla in there. It's almost like, a caramelized, like corn sugar or something like that. Let's go into 3. We're going to talk more about this and the finish. So, number 3. Boy, everything that I'm talking about is very on point. Now, this is not chilled. I'm imagining that if you chill it, it might bring out a little bit more of those flavors, like some toasted grains, toasted corn. I'm getting like a essence of butterscotch, and I love butterscotch. That's what it's kind of reminding me of right now. I'm getting some warm spices, honey sweetness. It is very silky. On top of that, it is really, really creamy. Have you ever had a corn cake? I've gotten a few in my life, and that is, in a way, what it reminds me of. I'm not saying it tastes like that, but it's like a desserty liquid corn cake. The finish, it is long. Ooh, it's warm. It is slowly continuing going down, and it does linger. It is very, very nice. There is a sweet nuttiness on the back end of it, too. And you know what? I think we just need to do 4. This is a first, a number 4. Oh, I could do a lot with that. It's actually very nice and pleasant to sip. I don't think it's overly sweet. For a liqueur, that kind of scared me because I'm not a big sweetie type of guy. What I mean is when I drink, I don't like overly sweet things. Just really long. It's there, but it's not going to burn you. I think if somebody likes, a sweet, smooth, silky, creamy type of liqueur, this might be up your alley. But with that being said, we got to give it a rating. Rating scale, 1 to 5, 1 meaning hell no, 5 meaning hell yes, run to the store. I'm going to give this a 4.1, 4.2, which is an exceptional Teeqlife approved rating. Now, there's a lot that I could do with this. I could mix it, do like an ounce of whiskey, a half ounce of this to give it that sweetness, and make an old fashioned. There is really a lot. Or you can just pour it out over some ice cubes and drink it this way. For all of you playing at home, let's get into some of the geeky stuff. So the corn is harvested in late August to September, and it's roasted over a low heat. So that way it just, it takes its time to roast that corn. And I'm telling you, you are going to pick up corn in the nose, and you're going to pick it up in the taste as well. Next, it's nixtamalized and rested for about 12 hours. The corn is then slow milled into a fine powder. So they're doing this all in-house as far as what we could find out here at the Teeqlife Media Group. Then we go into the fermentation and twice distilled. Now they use a commercial distiller's yeast, so they do activate it with yeast. Now we have to talk about this bottle, and I'm hoping that you can pick this up. It is in the shape of a corn cob. I mean, it really stands out. I've seen this in the stores, and I'm like, what is that? I didn't exactly know. There's a story on the back end of it, as well. But with that being said, I mean, for presentation, this is actually phenomenal. If you want to learn a little bit more about Nixta Licor de Elote, we're going to drop that website in the comments so that way you can actually order it online and have it delivered if you can't find it in your neck of the woods. Well, that wraps up another episode of One More Pour here in the Teeqlife Media Studios. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends about the platform. If you need a recommendation of something for a party event, whatever it may be, reach out to us. Life is far too short to drink bad beverages, people. Choose wisely. We'll see you on the next episode.